The reason I'm starting on the left side of the Raleigh Max Little Kids mountain bike is I wanted to take a look at this big, colossal kickstand. It's aluminum, it's adjustable, it'll hold the bike up. Just so more consequential, so much more consequential than kickstands you see here in America. Because this bike is a product of Raleigh. Can you focus on that? Maybe not. Yes. That's right, this is an English bike. I don't know how it got here in the jolly old States. But look, I'm gonna squeeze the left grip. That's the front, isn't it? But do you see the front brake moving? No. You see the back brake moving. That is English stuff. I'll turn the bike around. I've got it propped against like this sort of chipboard door. Looks alright. So you have the English version of the Shimano SIS shifters. Oh, and there's the American version of my little feet. Get out of the shot, feet. It has this cool indicator dial. Here's the Raleigh bell, which doesn't work. I tried to fix it, it just doesn't work. Sorry. Here are these really colorful Pro Max brake levers. This is the back brake lever, if it was America, but it runs the front brake. And I heard when you flush a toilet in Australia. So, here are these tires. I don't know how I feel about this. Red and black, stripy. They're kind of ugly. They're kind of like circus tires. But I understand they wanted to make a really colorful bike. Like a McDonald's bike. There's your old school Raleigh logo. They probably had those left over from some of those old Raleigh 3-speeds. SR Suntour forks. Pro Max brakes. And really cool Raleigh graphics. Now I don't know if this bike is called the Y Max or just the Max and they put the Y on there because the frame's a Y. It's hard to tell. But it's an awesome frame. It's made of steel. This gigantic down tube. And then your sort of Y tube. And then your like quasi-mixy seat stay tubes. Quasi-mixty. They go all the way to the back. And then the bottom is just kind of like a floating truss junction with this really cool donut seat post clamp and an Eclipse seat. Then down here you have more of this Shimano 5-speed Max graphic logo treatment on the plastic sprocket guard. I could stare at that forever. It's like going to a video arcade in the 80s. This kind of does have an 80s look to it, but it's probably from the early 2000s. Shimano SIS in the back, and of course you have the brush guard just in case your kid's getting wild out in the woods. You don't want his chain to fall off. I don't know why I like this bike so much, because if it was an adult-sized bike, I would just hate it. Like one of these goofy full suspension models. It's not full suspension, it almost looks like it's a suspension bike in the back, but it's not. It's just front suspension. But if this was like a grown-up bike, a Next, a Rhino, one of those crappy Walmart bikes, I would just despise it. But it's just so bright and yellow, and it's got these cool graphics, and it's made in England, and it's not even earmarked for sale in America. Raleigh Max. So I think it's real cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can't imagine anyone's going to pay much for it. People are wicked cheap when it comes to buying bikes for their kids, especially used bikes. Because I think the feeling is that you could go to Walmart and buy a brand new bike for like $39.99, So why do you want to buy this Raleigh? And the answer is because it's a way better bike. Came from a bike shop, but people don't care about that. They just don't want to spend anything. Everyone's broke. So I'll probably end up just like, I don't know, leaving this thing in a garbage can or something. Somebody will use it. Maybe I'll take the grip off first just so that they know it's a little suspect. Or maybe I'll fix it, sell it, hang it on the wall. And maybe I'll just leave it right here. But that's the Raleigh Max, or the Raleigh Y Max, whatever you want to call it. Little yellow and red, 5-speed English kids mountain bike from jolly old England.